Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another series of DG Guru. And in this section of ours, we'll be learning about chatbot. So in this sequence, we won't be only learning about how to integrate the chatbot with our website or any other that part, but eventually we would be also learning like if a user is inputting his data or if he is providing any of his information, how we can fetch all the remaining informations and export it into an Excel sheet, which can be used for further informations, and which even can be used for lead generation. Like you can use their email IDs and you can proceed in order to interact with them, right? So let's just dive down into the screen and understand how I've done the entire part of that. Fine. So as you all can see on my screen, this is my interface of a chatbot. Fine, and on this interface I'm just trying to make a small sequence of a small scenario where how I would be capturing the entire informations of the audience, right? So let's make it from the scratch, or whatever I've done it. Delete. I'll just explain each part by one and also be explaining you how to work on those parts. Fine, just let me clean all these stuffs. Fine, perfect. Now it's a plain canvas in order from where we can start everything from the scratch. So now I'll tell you what scenario I want. Key whenever anyone is coming down on my or interacting with my bot, the first thing is that the bot would be welcoming him or her, whosoever is out there, and then after welcoming, the bot would be giving 2-3 options, like whether do you want to view the quiz, or you want to participate in forum, or you want to read some other blogs. Based on his choice, he would be redirected. Based on his choice, he would be given different options for that, right? And I would be not explaining every part one by one, but I'd be taking this one small part where I'd be showing you how we can engage an audience and get all his information, so that we can in future contact those audience and try to convert those prospects into a customer, right? So let's start that. So like suppose let's enter with the text. I'll say hi, personalizations, and I'll say hi, first name, how are you, thank you for contacting DigiGuru, right? Kindly choose your options from below given points, right? Now I am trying to get an information, and after that I'll give him the options. So in order to give the options to user, rather than we asking them to enter a word, we would give them 2-3 options, and from there he would be selecting those options, right? So that's done with the help of quick reply. I'll click on quick reply. The first option I'd be giving is a forum, right? Next reply I would be give as a blog. Third reply I'll give it as a quiz, right? Now we will save all these stuffs under an attribute that already I've created earlier, which was a user input. User, fine, I'll make it a new user input, right? Done. So all these answers, whichever the option, whichever the audience would be choosing, that would be stored under user input attribute. Now in order to put a condition, like if the user is choosing this, then he need to go on this section and stuff, we would be using a option of called go to block, right? So I'll select a go to block, and in there I will add a filter, Then attribute name is what? User input. Here it is, user input. If the user input is forum, right? If the user is selecting forum, then where will they go? They'll go to the block of forum, which I've already created out here. They'll go to the forum block, right? Again, I'll put user. If I'll add a filter, attribute name, user input. If the user input is blog, they'll go to the blog option. No, not untitled blog. It's different. It's a blog that I've already created, like blog. They're like a few minutes back only. I've just created these new groups. Fine. And similarly, we'll do for the quiz as well. Now, suppose the user selects forum, so we'll be going on the forum part in order to program what will be the options a user would be getting when they select the forum option, right? So let's select the forum. Okay, I've already created these stuff, so let me delete that entire part. Fine. I'm deleting everything so that I can make you understand. Okay, what I'm deleting. Oh my god, I have just deleted my welcome message only, and there is no go back situation. I need to make everything again. So guys, this time I won't be going in that in depth. I will be making a very simple, so I want to make you understand. Fine. So suppose this interface that I'm making is a forum only, so that if someone selects a forum, so they would be getting redirected on this part. Fine. So when someone is coming on the forum, so what I want, the first thing is that I would like to get his email ID. Okay, so for that, what I'll do, in order to take that, I'll use this option of user input. Fine. And I'll say kindly enter the mail ID so that we can contact you, right? And we'll be storing it in user email, right? Fine. Now after this, the entire concept on which it is just lying is one of the option is JSON API. This is the plugin of Chatfuel that helps us in grabbing all the informations, right? So I'll use the JSON API. Now it is asking me to enter the URL. Right now, we will use, now in order to get this kind of functionality where I am integrating my chatbot with a platform where all the data would be done, that integration is done with the help of Zapier. Fine. So let's get back to the Zapier. Let's go to the dashboard. Fine. Now I have already created a Zap. So let's do one thing. I'll create a new Zap for you all so that you can understand from the scratch how everything is being done. Right. I am just trashing this Zap that I've created. Just a second. It's just okay. That is turned on. I need to turn off first. Turned off the Zap. Now I can trash it. Okay, it's getting turned off. Fine. So now I'll click on this make a Zap. I need to name this Zap. So the name of the Zap would be Chatbot Zap, right? I need to trigger an app. So the trigger, the app that I would be using in order to get or catch those datas are Webhook. Here is Webhook. Fine. So we'll select the Webhook, and then we'll select the option of catch hook, right? So once I've selected the catch hook option, let's proceed, and I'll leave this thing blank. I want the webhook, the Zapier, to automatically decide what kind of informations I am providing with the help of the bot, so that he can make all those stuffs automatically, right? Let him automatically decide. So now here is the URL. Can you see the URL? Fine, we'll copy this URL and we'll go back to the chatbot, and it is asking me to put the URL. So I would be making it as a post, and then I'll be pasting this, right? Now after that, I need to choose what all kind of informations I want from the audience. So out here, the email ID I'm selecting under the user email. So here is user email. Then I want mobile number, I want his gender, I want his locale, I want his messenger user ID. Select maximum possible data that you want to collect from the users, right? Now profile pic URL, time zone, last name, first name, source, and that's enough, I feel, right? So how many data I'm trying to capture? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? So like the user would be just providing his email ID while interacting with me on the chatbot. By just providing his email ID, I would be able to get all these data of the user, fine. Even he wouldn't be aware that all these data has been transferred towards my Excel sheet that we can use as a lead generation for that, right? Now I need to test this Zap. I need to test this because I have connected out here. I have connected from the Zapier, so that whenever anyone would be interacting or providing this thing, the Zap would be getting the data which is being supplied from here by the users. Okay, so I'll just go to Zap, and okay, I did this. Now, as soon as I said I did this, he is waiting to receive the information on the link that is being provided. So let's make this thing live now. So I'll link it, I'll put it on, and done, and let's live. Right, so it is just asking me to, you will see, kindly provide your email ID in order to contact you. So I'll just provide a sample email ID, kunal@gmail. Or fine, I'll just show you out here in the chatbot. I haven't made the validation, and it's an email ID, fine. Like whenever we are using an user input, just as I'm receiving an email ID, so I'll try to validate whether the user is entering the stuffs in the format of a standard email or not, right? So just check what happens if I've selected the email. I'll again run it so that you can see it proper. Click on this link. So here is my messenger. Right, now I'll just enter as, like, suppose just Kunal. Now this is not a standard format of emails. It just gave me an error message that I haven't entered in a right format. So I need to enter a right format. The format is anything@something.com, right? So I'll write kunal@gmail.com. It will accept this data, right? The moment I have entered this data, let's get back to the Zap. See, it automatically triggered, and it said pulled in 2 seconds ago, that he just received the data 2 seconds ago. In order to check what all data he has received, just drop down it. See, received my email ID. On my Facebook page, I haven't provided my cell phone number, so he was not able to grab my cell phone number, my name, my everything. He has taken information from just from my email ID. Fine. So this is a sample. I'll show you how to even import this data on an Excel sheet. Let's continue. Right now, so till now we have created a hook, a Zap, which is able to get the information whichever user is entering it into the chatbot. Now I want that data to be imported in the Excel sheet. Now for that, earlier only I've already created Excel sheet, so let me delete my previous data so that you can understand whether it is coming or not. Right, so I'm just changing the names. I'm naming it as like Chatfuel data, right? So I have just created a Google spreadsheet, fine, where I've created all the columns or the informations that I would be getting from there. Now let's go back to Chatfuel, Zapier. Now the second action that I need to do is I need to select a Google spreadsheet. Now out here in spreadsheet, I'll select create spreadsheet. Continue. Now it's asking me to, like, I have already connected. When you'd be doing it for the first time, it will ask you to connect an account. You can connect the account with whichever account you have created your Excel, like the spreadsheet. Fine, so I'll just test, and testing successful means this account is connected. Save and continue. It is asking for the spreadsheet, so if I'll click, I'll see the Chatfuel data, the same name that I have made out here, Chatfuel data, right? And then it is asking me to worksheet. The worksheet name is sheet 1. It is asking me the first name. So in first name, what should go? I'll click from here. Okay. The first name, I'll make this first name, and the last name I'll add this last name. Email ID. Now this is messenger user ID, user email. In gender, we'll have this gender. In mobile number, I will just take this is mobile number. Profile pic ID. Profile pic URL. This is the one. Can, so here is can. Messenger user ID. Messenger user ID. Source. We just need to check whether we have created all the fields which are in the spreadsheet on which we are about to take the data. So for that, let's go to Chatfuel. So out here, the data that I'm taking is like user email, mobile number, gender, local, messenger user ID, profile pic, time zone, last name, first name, and source. So let's see whether it is all there or not. So as far as I can see, the time zone is missing, right? So I'll add a time zone out here, right? So I have a time zone. So I need to even now allocate the informations that is about to come in this this field. So I'll again go back to Zap. I'll try to refresh fields. Now see, time zone automatically came, right? So out here, what I'll be getting, I need to select the time zone. Here is time zone, right? Now let's continue. There is some problem in updating the node. No issues. We'll just look after this and send this to Google. Now I need to check whether the data which I've been grabbing, it is coming to my spreadsheet or not. So I've just sent the test data to my spreadsheet and see automatically the data are coming out here, right? So let's do it practically and even see whether the data in spreadsheet are coming in or not. So let's go back to the webhook, and my zap is created, right? I need to just put this zap on. Perfect. Now let's go back, and this is the welcome message. Fine. So I need to test this bot. It on Messenger. A few more Messenger, and even my cell phone is just beside me, so obviously you might have heard the message. So the moment I run this thing, it's give me kindly enter the email ID, and if I enter suppose a sample email like akshay@gmail.com. Now I've just entered this information. Ideally there should be a second row added on my spreadsheet having all the almost information common, because previously also I've entered the details from here only, right? Just the only thing, the email ID would be different. Let's check. Yeah, can you see the automatically all the informations have came out. Now even if I'll try to check this image, now see it automatically grabs my profile pic. So now even you can know who is that person who has sent you the information, what is the email ID, what is gender. So let's test the same thing from another user. So I'll just copy this, and so I'll just copy this, and there even I've created one of my sample Facebook page. Right now I'm trying to access the page with another Facebook ID. Now I won't be telling you all what's the ID, but I would be, suppose I'm interacting with an unknown ID. Let's see the data are grabbed out in my spreadsheet or not. So just few seconds guys, so let this thing just get loaded. My internet is running a bit slow, I suppose. Come on, why is not coming? Yeah, here it is. Fine. So it's asking me to kindly enter an email ID so that we can contact you. So the email ID that I am entering is kumar@yahoo.com. See, I have just entered my email ID. Let's check on the spreadsheet what all informations are recorded. Now here's the magic. Wow, the name was DHIN Jha Kumar. I'm a male. This is my cell phone number. I have provided my cell phone number on my Facebook ID, and all these informations now along with that my Facebook URL. So as I haven't, as this was just a test Facebook account that I've created in order to check whether I'm working, I haven't made any profile pic out there, so it's not giving me any profile pic. So I hope guys you all have understood how we can simply, by asking user just his one basic information of email ID, we can have all his email IDs. Now from here we can connect this with any of our email marketing platform, or even like right now I have connected one of my Zap with the spreadsheet. Even you can connect the same Zap with your email marketing platform, just like MailChimp or any other, so that the data are directly transferred to the MailChimp, and from there the MailChimp will automatically shoot a welcome email or whatever email you want to design out there. Fine. So I hope you have found this video quite interesting and simplified way, though I was trying to do everything live out here, so I might have rushed on something or I might have missed. So if you're finding any point where I might have skipped explaining, or you are finding that point how it was being done by me bit problematic, kindly do drop the same information in the chat, so that I can come up either with explanation or any other video similar to that, so that you can understand how that entire section or how that part was being done, right? So thank you for watching the complete video. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to this, and do like this video, fine, so that would be a bit of a motivational tool for me to make more of these kind of videos for you all. Thank you very much, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.